Man, I really love this music. It's so good. What's going on, everyone? It's Neozerb. We're back. More Final Fantasy Endwalker early access. So we're going to pick up where we left off. We were talking with the Sharlians and figuring out where they keep their hidden books, because they be hiding these things and we need to find out what's in them. An intelligence agency that fears intelligence, routinely not awesome, so saith Tony Stark. So, if you are here, give me a shout out in the chat. If you're on Twitch, I've got cool sound alerts and things you can do. If you are on Discord, give me a second. Discord. If you're on YouTube, authorization error, bot display names empty. What do you mean? Do you need more authentication? There you go. You have all the authentication you want. Paste the 0 onto the browser authenticate. Fine. Pasting. And yeah. And yeah. You needy son of a gun. There we go. Connect. And there goes our stream avatars, I do believe. So, now then. This crowd actually gives me an idea. Before we place an order, we ask a few questions and gauge the mood of the city. Oh, Alize, we were just going to get tea. Why do you have to make things complicated? I'm sure to hear what the average citizen has to say about the Telephoroi. Yeah, I even learned something new. Why don't we try? What do you think? Alize is now accompanying you. Keep her at your side in order to proceed. Next objective, so on and so forth. This new NPC follows you around thing is kind of... I don't know. Oh, good. It's a thing. Hello, Hildois. Yes, I don't believe I've had the pleasure. Excuse the interruption. We were hoping you might share your thoughts on the Telephoroi and their unconscionable plans. Goodness, it isn't Miss Levier. Apologies, but I work in the offices of the forum, and if a word reached Master Boishafont that I was helping you. I see. Sorry to have bothered. What does that mean, helping us? We just wanted to discuss things. Oh, it's this man with his secret briefcase of the Hidden Leaf Village. Very suspicious. What do you know, Hirandere? What? What is it? Can a man not enjoy a moment of private respite? If you're looking to share a table, then I respectfully request that you look elsewhere. Misunderstand, sir. We're simply wondering if you know the Telephoroi, the enemies of peace that have promised an end to the world we all hold dear, and... Wait, you're that House Levier girl, aren't you? And this man with you is obviously a foreigner. I'd heard you were disowned for helping outsiders indulge with their barbaric whims. Here you are, giving truth to the rumor. Oh my. Thank you, leave me be. I've not to say to the likes of you. I must apologize. 'Twas foolish of me to expect an ons of civility from one so enlightened. Come, Neo. Huh. Well then. That's aggressive, to say the least. Let's see here. We're going to make an order. Hello, Deccan. Sir, I require the food. Welcome, sir. What can I offer you today? Food. Actually, tea. All of it. Wait, is that Mistress Alice I see there? My word, how long has it been? Far too long. Meet Dickon, the owner of the Last Stand. I used to frequent this cafe on occasion, in between lessons at the Studium. That seems like an age ago now. Remember hearing that you and Master Alphano had set sail for Eorzea? Came back. Lately, there's been gossip about your father disowning the pair of you. Everything all right at home? Nope. It's complicated. I hadn't expected complete strangers to be so familiar with our situations quite so quickly. Everyone has an opinion, it seems. Well, it is House Levieux. No matter how discreet Master Fortunat may have been, news of your family's doings never stays secret for long. Things being what they are, what brings you back to the city now of all times? You have questions, and only Charlian has the answers. Tell me, Mr. Dickin, have you heard anything about the apocalypse called the Final Days? What, like the end of the world? Nothing like that, I'm afraid. And that's what you're here to find? Information on this apocalypse? Yes, whatever we can learn. Fortunately, your patrons appear to be unwilling to speak with me. I wish there was more I could do to help. But maybe there is. You're a visitor to Charlian, aren't you? Yes, I am. Then few will know your face. You should be able to pass you off as a server now, with none the wiser. No. We just preparing a few orders. Strike up some friendly conversation while you're sitting down the food, and you might just get the answers you're looking for. Not a good idea. Hate to ask you, but what do you think? Me? Go incognito? Cognitus non grata? Whatever it is? Should have said so sooner. The tea is set for the chatty group sitting by the water's edge. The omelet is the one for one of our regulars, a Highlander by the name of Gisla. She's sitting at an outside table with her friend of hers. Behind them, you should see a Makote gentleman. He ordered the oven-baked lobster. At it. Got that? If you're not sure, just ask. I'll explain again. Good luck indeed. I don't even get to wear a server outfit? Hold on. Place the correct dish on each customer's table. Okay. You are the noisy people, so you get tea. Lovely, thank you. The Lefo who? I'm sorry, I've never heard of them. Or the Final Days. My friend and I are somewhat uninformed when it comes to current events. Now, if you want to hear about ritual arcane practices of the Sixth Astral Era, common or esoteric, then I'd be happy to talk your ear off. Know-it-alls. Let's see here. Gisla, you get the omelet. Finally, 2, 4, 6, 8. Let's dig in. No time to waste. Yes, but have you heard about the Telefray or the ending of the Final Days and so on and so forth? What, the Telefray? Oh yes, I remember seeing that name in the latest Gazette. That and some grand claim about the end of days. Same old senseless warmongering. When will these fools grow tired of spilling each other's blood? Best stay out of it, I say. The forum made the right choice, and I fully support our decision to remain neutral. Okay. So no one's taking this seriously because it's not happening here. And you, sir, will get the oven-baked. Harvard banter with a mouthful. The oven-baked lobster. At last, the oven-baked lobster is mine. You have no idea how long I've scrimped and saved and stuff to afford this heavenly dish. Oh my goodness. We're all just watching him eat this lobster. The Final Days, the first I've heard of it. That would explain why my friend has been rushed off his feet. Must be busy, time to be a gleaner. A gleaner? You don't know what a gleaner is? They're collectors of sort. Travel the world procuring things that we haven't got here in Charlian. Priceless books, unusual live specimens, and so forth. So named for those folk who trail after the reapers in the fields, picking up every grain which was missed. Aye, by all accounts, gleaning is a most meticulous and demanding profession. If these Telephoroi make good on their audacious threats, then many uncatalogued rarities could be lost forever. Why else would the gleaners be buzzing about in such a frenzy? Watch the harbor and you'll see what I mean. They're carting loads in from docks all day. It's never been a hectic before, not like this. I'm very suspicious as to what that insinuates. Like, very suspicious. That sounds like they're just going around stealing stuff that would otherwise... I suppose this is the museum? That stuff belongs in a museum. In trouble with customers? Were you able to get anyone talking? Yes, but it was getting them to stop talking that was the problem. Interesting. You seem unaware of the final days. Aside from whatever vague news the gazettes were printing, even Dickon had nothing to offer. And he's the best source of gossip in the city. The Forum does have secret knowledge, then they've done an impressive job of ensuring no one whispers it in the wrong ear. An impressive job indeed. In any case, thank you for playing the part so well. Here, that cup of coffee I promised. Thought we were getting tea, Alize. Dang it. You went to a tea house and ordered coffee? Ugh, millennials. But let's enjoy our drinks somewhere else, shall we? Maybe behind the peristyle, away from the gossips and their wagging tongues. Fine. So you don't want to talk to the gossips unless it's... Okay. Be well. Where are we going here? Good heavens. So many people. Yes, this should do nicely. Out of the wind and out of sight.
When our father disowned us, I couldn't believe what I was hearing.
I was there too.
It wasn't until much later that his words began to sink in, that I began to feel the weight of what it meant. Do you remember when the decision was made to come to Charlian? Grahar said that the Forum was determined to keep us in the dark, and that Father's venomous performance was part of that strategy, to keep us at arm's length.
Why?
Perhaps it was. Father argued with Grandfather on many occasions, but never with such dismissive contempt. And when he demanded what justifies the sacrifices we make in war, I honestly didn't know what to say.
Saving lives?
Neither did Alpha know, I know, but never for one moment did I believe we had made the wrong choice. So all I could do was fume silently. It was only afterwards that I realized how childish I had been, how being stubborn and self-righteous must run in the family. If I could have just mustered a civil response, then things might have turned out differently.
And if he was set to disown you from the moment he showed up.
They must be ferrying goods to Labyrinthos. A vast complex beneath the island. Charlian is famous for archiving knowledge from around the world. Well, that knowledge is not preserved exclusively in dusty tomes and desiccated samples. living library, comprised of all manner of flora and fauna, is housed and studied within that underground facility.
That's weird.
Still, that did seem to be an unusually large shipment. When I lived here, it was rare to even see such cargo transported by boat. Wait, didn't you hear something in the last stand about the gleaners coming and going more than usual? Well, I think they're the ones we saw manning those boats. And gleaners answer to the Forum. If the appearance of the Telophoroi prompted this sudden burst of activity, then Labyrinthos may hold a clue as to what the Forum is planning.
Now, the Forum has an uncanny resemblance to the original setup that the original civilization had. Maybe they've decided they want to go back to that. The others, what we learned about the Gleaners. Go on ahead. Yup. Alright. Well, what you know about this? Come back now. Or what? Glad you had, have you? Yes, kinda. Exactly. We did some impromptu investigating, turned up information on Gleaners. Oh yeah, we think they're up to something. We're very sure they're doing something. That's what we think. Let's take requests directly from the institution and bureaucrats, but as you say, they ultimately answer to the Forum. Sending significant increase in gleaner traffic and in cargo, it certainly gives the impression of an overarching plan being put into motion. Let us see what the theory we can build from the facts. As you still observed earlier, Nomenon's archives appeared to contain no information concerning the final days. Coupled with what Neil and Alize learned at the last stand, we can reasonably be sure the Charlians nothing. Pardon me. Sorry about that. Nothing at that particular period of ancient history. Yet my father and his colleagues are not only familiar with the final days, but are also somehow certain that the destruction being perpetrated by the Telophoroi is wholly unlike these apocalyptic events. Moreover, the Forum claims to be so occupied by a duty of such pressing importance that they saw fit to unanimously deny Eorzea's request for aid. I think they're making a mad grab for the biggest amount of knowledge that they could possibly get while everyone's going, oh god, the end of the world. Give me that. Now, the Gleaners, official agents of the state, have been mobilized on an unprecedented scale. You guys are just making a mad dash for valuables. or what they deem as valuable. I do not think it a stretch to conclude that the Gleaner's recent activities are in service to the Forum's secretive ends. I mean, obviously. That one's pretty obvious there, Chief. I'm sorry, I went to go hit the emoji button on my phone, and the emoji button transformed into a different emoji button but didn't bring up the menu. And I was like, what the heck? What is the purpose of this? I honestly don't know. Okay. In which case, our next course of action seems obvious. We visit Labyrinthos and assess the situation for ourselves, and if we're lucky, the Gleaners will be far more receptive to our questions. Fine idea. How do you approve? You won't be disappointed, I promise. I'll be the judge of that. As for myself, there are a few more subjects I should like to research. I may join you later, but I feel free to leave behind your borrowed books and be on your way. I see to it that each is returned to its proper place. That would be a great help. Thank you, Raha. So down the stairs and I'll show you where the entrance is. Ready? Labyrinthos is not too far from here, but you may find the path a bit disorienting. I'll take the lead, so stay close. Follow Alize and try not to fall behind. Okay, then off we go. I'm having severe flashbacks to Assassin's Creed. Try not to fall behind? What is she gonna, like, take off in a sprint? Dang it. Alize, what are you going on about? You're not even saying things that show up in chat. What the heck, Alize? Now we run, try to keep up. Why? Keep to the path, straight ahead. Square Enix. This is honestly the most fun I've had on a quest that involves just going from point A to point B. Keep it up, I like this. This is interesting. I like it when the game's like, hey, just follow this NPC. Like, it's not a bad system. I used to dislike it, but then, like, I don't know, I played Cyberpunk, I played Assassin's Creed, like, it's not bad. The Rostra, not far now. Where are we? Oh, that must be where the labyrinth is. Inside the labyrinth, that makes sense. Here we are, through this door down the stairs. Huzzah! You did remember to attune to the shard back there, didn't you? It will make your life much easier if you need to come back and hurry. Otherwise, you should keep... Yes, I did attune to the shard, Alize. Thank you. And then she just teleports like way down here. What was the point of following her if you weren't gonna also have her walk you down the stairs too? That's just really funny to me. Hello, Cryo. All here now, yes? Taking the liberty of securing permission for our group's descent. Alright, everyone, onto the lift, and down we go. Down we go indeed.
The scholar's city shines a false sun within a fabricated sky.
In
what? In every age exist those who consider the floor an extension of their bookshelves, and this vault's architects surely belonged to that special breed. If the stack grows too high, start a new one. If no room remains, then make more rooms. A simple solution at first, and then bit by bit, a profound transformation. Knowledge buried beneath knowledge, a growing, creeping labyrinth from which there is no escape.
Sounds suspiciously elegant. So we can just walk into Labyrinthos.
Not what you expected. I must admit, the artifice is very convincing. But
How far
I assure
down are
you
we?
that we are beneath Sharlayan itself. The breeze you feel, the flowing waters you hear, all created by the hand of man.
The island is volcanic, you see, and once upon a time this great hollow must have been a reservoir for magma. It was discovered some 400 years ago, at which point it was repurposed as a storage facility for scrolls and samples and such. Renovations have continued, with nigh on no interruption to this day, with the lower levels still undergoing expansion.
Jeez. I hope there's a dungeon down here.
People gleaners.
I hope there's a deeper dungeon.
Aye, judging by their dress. They are said to work alone as a rule, but 'twould seem that rule is being enthusiastically broken today. It may be as you suspected, that they are engaged in a task apart from the norm.
Let's spread out and get some answers then. Ugh.
That's not good.
Did you call to me just now? No. How odd. I must be a bit dizzy from the descent.
What if there's a tower
I'll
down
be
here?
fine, I'm sure. Let's get to work, shall we?
How has there been a tower everywhere else except Sharlayan? Oh my goodness. This place is huge. And obviously there's flying down here too. Jeez. Wish my Fenrir would get here soon. Erenville. You're here to help you get more headaches, because you don't have the look of a gleaner, and I'm in no mood for idle chatter. One of my colleagues was so exhausted he took a tumble and crashed into a pile of crates. Now I have a pack of marmots running loose. Exchanges Erenville's taught you about exhausted gleaners. pack of marmots running loose would be a problem. But why are you gathering marmots? Let me think. The re-seed should be item 1058. Human seeds 1059. Snurgleberry 1060. They 1061. Arg, my head feels like it's stuffed with mako grass. Why? Moko grass. Why more loads to take out than carry in? Why do all this at once and risk mixing it up? What if someone mistakes the Carthian carrots for Girobanian carrots? What then? Large shipments coming in and out of Labyrinthos. They're doing something. I think they're preparing for an exodus. Not that one. That one. Hello, bud. I don't know what I'm doing. Hauling books and ore and fauna. If it needs hauling, I haul it. Every decade or so, they take stock in Labyrinthos, sort of tidy up the inventory. Never seen an operation like this, though. I just did one a few summers ago, though. Even then, no warning at all. This mess gets dropped in our laps on high. Danged if I know the reason. Could be they're changing the layout, preparing for the next big expansion. Taking stock. Very well then. What are you up to, people of Shardian? Nukneo, what tells you the gleaners have to tell you? Underworked, overworked, underpaid, and taken inventory. I believe we have discovered Amazon. So this grand operation began without warning? And for every item they bring in, they're sending more inventory somewhere else. That would explain the haggard faces I've been seeing. We were right, the form is definitely up to something. And they're turning Labyrinthos upside down in the process. Yep, could have told you that one. Carl appears lost in thought. We should do well to learn more of what specifically the Gleaners are being tasked to do, as well as who was tasked them to do it. Your game, Neo, I have an idea. Gonna set me up as a Gleaner? Why am I kneeling down? Didn't one of the Gleaners you questioned say something about escaped marmots? Perhaps you're to help him capture said creatures and might be inclined towards a more friendly and light conversation. Meantime, I will turn my charms upon this Gleaner here. Compare notes afterwards. Happy hunting. Careful with your charms there. And food. Alright, Mr. Gleaner. What's going on around here? Just help me find the marmots? Nothing suitable to pay you for your services, but if you're offering out the goodness of your heart, I'd welcome the assistance. Goodness. Name's Erinville, friend, specialist in the collection of live specimens. At Shed, the captors of the Naxian marmots as a trial I've no desire to repeat. Grizzled mice, they call them. For mercy, there are no other marmot species in this tier at present, so there should be no mistaking our little fugitives. If you happen to catch any, stuff them in this sack. Gently, of course. Where to begin, you wonder? I'm not seeing any scampering around here, so we'll need to widen our search into the surrounding forest. Be on your guard. There are beasts out there that won't hesitate to prey on a marmot. Or you. This is true. I'll search the trees to the west. The eastern part of the forest is all yours. Good luck. You weirdos are keeping weird chickens in your woods and you expect me to fish the marmots out. Fine. Let's take a look. See something happening over there. An interesting lamp. Patrol, huh? So that's what one of those looks like. Heavy mice and feet enemies. Ah, up here. Don't worry, Mr. Mouse. I'm coming to help. It's lightning time. Blammo! Blammo! Ah, I wasn't able to do it in time. Lightning! Fireball! Fireball! But more powerful. Sweet, sure. Oh no, where's it running off to? Barely ready to sack when the grizzled mouse scampered off into the ambush. Stupid mouse. Causing me no end of problems. But there's etheric winds down here too, to the northeast. Alright. Where are you? There you are. Let's go. Ruffle, stomp, all the things. And we'll win by a landslide. There we go. There we are. Come here, you stupid mouse. Rat sack on the rat. Oh no. Assembly of it. Stupid mouse. I'm not happy, Bob. Not happy. I will catch you, you stupid rodent. Just you wait. Where's he at though? He's like up top. I must be super close to Aether Current. Straight east. Okay. Still east. That's where the mouse is, but that's the way secrets. Aether Current. Oh, godness. Alright, we stand and fight then. However, I will need my companion. Mega Chad, I summoned thee. Save me. Blammo! Oh, jeez. Nope, wrong spell. Pass that one, please. Thank you. Well done, everybody. Yay, and I got stuff. Huzzah! Ba-da-da-da-da. Chirp. Use. Get in the bag. Squeak. This time you succeed in closing the sack over the elusive core. Huzzah! I did it. Hello, Erenville. Your rodent, sir. Who's the old marmot out? Moment while I put our friends in a holding cage. Yes, and please don't lose it again. Thankfully, the marmot seemed to be unharmed. They've held up well in isolation, but it's much too soon to release them into the habitat. What will you do with the marmots now? With the farm to decide, they're getting authority behind Labyrinthos after all. This job was but one small part of this great inventory of theirs. Suitable for consumption and easy to breed, those were the two conditions I was given for the stock I was instructed to procure. They're stockpiling stuff. What the form has planned for these creatures, but at the very least, I doubt they'll be served for dinner today or tomorrow. There you are. This is the gleaner you mentioned, the one who was looking for lost marmots? Interesting company you keep, friend. Who are you folk, anyway? I am Kryl, the students of Baldancy. These others are my associates. Truth be told, the forum's decision of late have not sat entirely well with us. That's why we made the descent into the Labyrinthos. We hope that by seeing these decisions put into action, we might more fully understand their reasoning. Wise and practical, never hurts to try and gain a broader perspective, does it? We make duty calls, other animals to capture an enclosure to empty. Once again, I'm sorry that I can't offer more for your services. No, kind sir. You have offered me plenty. It was information I wanted the whole time. Did you learn anything from your friend there? So on and so forth and so on. Give me a second, folks. I'll be right back. Okay, I have returned. So we've confirmed that the order for this ambitious operation did indeed come directly from the forum. However, the Gleaners have not been informed of its purpose. I'd say that fits with everything we've heard thus far. We also discovered that when the operation began, the foreign contacted the Gleaners Guild ship, put the people to this great work some 4 days after the Telephoroi made their chilling declaration. As seasoned travelers, the Gleaners keep abreast of news from every corner of the world out of necessity, thus I'm inclined to trust that their calendar of events is accurate. Altogether, it gives the distinct impression that this undertaking was a sudden and unexpected development. Yet I find it hard to believe that such a comprehensive restructuring of Labyrinthos and its archives could have been planned in so brief a window. And this plan was long in the making. They were but awaiting the right time to put it into effect. And the Telephoroi's declaration was what set it into motion. Yes. Seems likely. Let us not leap to conclusions just yet. For the moment, I suggest we conduct a wider investigation of Labyrinthos. The more facilities we visit, the more pieces of the puzzle we stand to find. In that case, how about we head to the Archaea? There we can reach the lower... That's not good. Wow, what's wrong? I'm fine, truly. Sudden descent has left me a bit of a headache, that's all. Nothing will stop me from soldiering on. Let's be about it then. Please allow me to take the lead. I'm fairly certain I remember the way to the Archaea. Follow the path east through the forest, where you were chasing after that mouse or marmot, was it? Anyway, 'tis the trolls you need to watch out for. Good heavens, trolls. My word! Trolls! In the dungeon! I won't stand for it. On my word. Straight shelf. Yes, down the path we go. Are there people just... Okay, you're moving around. That's funny. Our brewery. Ugh. As usual, before I touch the quest, I touch the crystal. Oh, tuning. Thank you. Let us see today, Kupo. Come on. No. Architecture is similar to the building you see is merely the upper entrance, an access point to the vaults carved into the cliffside itself. Jeez. That's just overkill, honestly. Within those vast rooms are stored countless samples and specimens, as well as detailed records which describe. Manner of speaking, the Archaean contains a physical history of Charlotte's unwavering dedication and accumulation of knowledge. Very well. Nothing else getting the Archaean with a praising look. Come on. We won't learn anything of value standing out here. Let us proceed into the main building and speak with the custodian. The Archean Custodian. Speak with me, O speaker. Greetings, we are to peruse the Archean's vaults. Clearly not gleaners, then. May I ask your affiliation? Belong to the students of Baldesion. But is that relevant? I was given to believe the vaults, those open to the public at least, were open to the public. Ordinarily, yes, that would be the case. Present, however, access is restricted. Only persons with direct involvement in the reorganization effort are permitted to enter. Not us, then. I suppose we'd better move along to another facility. This building has a lift which connects to the middle tier, yes? Might we at least make use of that? The service has also been suspended, I'm afraid. Time being, priority has been given over to the convenience of inventory. Conveyance of inventory. What, so this is as far as we can go? Apologize for the inconvenience. Please come again after our restructuring operation has concluded. That time will be too late. We're so close to getting answers. We need to rethink our approach. Let's step outside for a moment, shall we? You guys are gonna need to get some sort of authorization or something. Become gleaners somehow. Students of Baldesia. Humph. Don't you humph me. I'll instacast flare on you. It's an impasse. I have no other leads. I should like to peruse this one further. Finally came through. I doubt that our stone-faced custodian will be swayed by heartfelt pleas. We must seek another means to access the lower levels. Yes, indeed. It is likely that the people in this area are involved in the restructuring in one way or another. We were to ingratiate ourselves, they might allow us to accompany them on the lift. Let us ask around. Surely someone is in need of a few strong backs to lighten their load. Very clever, very clever. But first, I have something waiting for me in the mail. We have here a letter just right for you, Kupo. Aw, yeah. Thank you. Enclosed with the following purchase from the Mog Station. SDS Fenrir, account wide. Thank you for your patronage. Thank you. And use. Some SDS Fenrir. Guide. Add to favorites, but also we're just going to have you replace the choker. Perfect. I like this music. So that'll help me get around faster because it moves at the first boost speed, which I technically don't have access to on other mounts. By taking the lift, oh no, we're just students and not listen to the Archeon that we found. Actually, we have no idea what we found. There's no record of such a creature anywhere. But it's wandering around tranquility, and so we've thought to donate it to the vaults. Squeal, squeal. Oddest little squeal, don't you think? Anyway, I suppose I'll have to take care of it until the Archeon is open again. That seems like it's gonna come into play later. Surely someone needs help carrying something. Gemstone trader, okay. Mender, Jugmonger. Chatbert. Is that like chatbot, but different? Bone weary worker. You need some help, don't you? But take you down the lift with me. Sorry, but no chance. I've been up and down all day, only now, and I have finally a spare moment to rest. I did see a gleaner fellow heading out the gate there, though, shouldering a large package, gained some manner of task. Maybe he'll be headed down below after he's done with stowing. Huzzah! Where's he at, though? Where did this man's go? Here he is. Wait, you're frightened away. You again. Ah, it's you again. Don't mean to be rude, but I'm in the middle of another task. This cloud kid I need captures close, very close. Help you catch it. You wish to help me this too? Taking your time to live in unusual ways, my friend. The 200 is generally better than one. Very well. Canal here is a common gathering spot for birds of all kinds, but the one I'm after today is a hornbill. Its feathers are green, and its cry is a distinctive paw. Single it out and shoot it with a sleeping dart. Oh, one of these things again. Alright. The effects are short-lived, so I'll lie in wait by the riverbank and claim our quarry. Be sure to hit the right one. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Why do you insist on using this one? Coo, coo, ka, ka. Coo, coo, ka, walk, walk. It's gotta be that one. Ka, ka. Yep, that's it. Ah. Green and says ka. I like the walk walk bird. That was cool. Unfortunately, I went through one eye and out the other. The thing's completely dead. That wasn't a tranquilizer shot. It's down for the count. Thank you, sir.
Nicely done. Let me truss this one up and I'll make my way over to you.
Just in time for Thanksgiving. Oh wait, you weren't gonna eat it? Told me that.
There you are. Any new revelations?
Birds go caw.
So you met with that gleaner again, this time to capture a hornbill.
Yup. Capture. That's totally what happened.
I understand
capture.
catching and bringing in creatures from the outside, but what's the point of chasing after ones already here?
Eat them, of course.
It's a simple thing,
Categorize
really.
them.
Occasionally, we remove specimens no longer needed for study, or those we've had difficulty raising. But we can't simply turn them loose. Safely returning such creatures to their native habitats is another facet of a cleaner's duties.
That's a little weird.
But not in this case, I'm afraid. I've been asked to bring the bird below.
Do you need help carrying it
The
below?
restricted section in the lower levels of Labyrinthos. Open only to a select few researchers handpicked by the Forum. The projects down there are the subject of rumor and hearsay. Forbidden magics. Advanced technologies that can never be allowed to fall into outside hands. Even Archons are not privy to the truth.
Literally just Allegan.
Those who are, the researchers
Emperor
involved in the
Zadday down
secretive
there
work,
going,
are not permitted to walk freely in the city, and are instead required to live in isolated quarters.
so that we can't talk
Could
to
a
them.
facility subject to such strict security protocols possibly need with a hornbill? An experiment?
A dinner. I don't think anyone likes this dinner angle.
I wasn't afforded an explanation. But judging by the requisition list given to me and my colleagues, I doubt it's for any kind of advanced research. I'd be more inclined to believe we were making preparations to migrate to the south. Mericidia or thereabouts.
What? Why would you say that?
Much of the flora and fauna we were asked to procure could serve as reliable sources of sustenance. They're
Dinner.
comparatively hardy species too, able to endure harsh climates. And among them are specimens known to be effective in improving soil quality and purifying water.
When you put it that way, migration does sound like a reasonable assumption.
That's all it is, though. An assumption. Through our tasks, we gleaners glimpse only bits and pieces of the Forum's plans. Our prime concern is that our requisitions, be they living or otherwise, are properly preserved for the knowledge of future generations. Now, I really must be going. I regret that I cannot reward you as you deserve.
Like to go below?
Perhaps you might reward us after a fashion then. It is imperative that we reach the lower levels.
Why'd you have to put it like
And
that?
seeing as you are already set to descend with your assigned cargo, mayhap we could accompany you as your assistants.
I'm afraid that won't be possible. Once the animals have been prepared for transport, we send them down separately via the lift. I will, of course, follow after to make my report, but I can hardly pass you off as porters when there's nothing left to carry.
Indeed. Pray forget I said anything.
How do you feel about climbing? If you've strength and the courage to brave it, then there is another way down.
Oh no.
This path leads to the 33rd facet, a mine shaft excavated during one of our expansions of Labyrinthos.
Oh geez, where's this fog coming from?
While I cannot guarantee that the passage is safe to traverse, it should provide access to the medial circuit below.
I never even knew such a place existed. Thank you. This is the perfect solution.
You're quite welcome, but consider yourselves warned.
Perfect.
If the going proves too treacherous, you do well to turn back. I bid you good day.
You good day as well.
Well, turning back is hardly an option, not when we've come this far. Let's go and take a look at this mine shaft.
It's mineshaft observing time. Where are we going? The entrance to the mineshaft. Tis faint, but I hear something moving within. Creatures. Home there by researchers, you think? What is this music? Well, slavery bees aside. Yep, let's go. Yo, let's go, Alizé. Jeez, it is dark down here. What if I don't want to fight? Here we go. Well, that deals with that, I suppose. Where are things that will attack me? I wish to fight them. Come out. Come out and play. Instant now? Oh. It does become instant. That's incredibly powerful, actually. I swear Foul had a cast time previously. We did it. Yep. We made it out. Good job. What we see is a big building. Isn't this where I started? Hold on. Is this where I started? Or am I an idiot? Ah, now there we are. This is Merrill Agronomics. Guess it's not where I started. Labyrinthos is the host of a wide variety of vegetables, which allows us to conduct studies on cultivation methods utilized in foreign lands. I see. And this facility, which coordinates and oversees those efforts, the fruits of their research go to feed the Labyrinthos colleagues, or so I hear. More notable successes might make it the Agora, food so extinct you'd be hard-pressed to guess their origin, let alone how they might taste. Goodness. Indeed, mystery vegetables without a name. A list of nutritional benefits scribbled on a card. See no gleaners hereabouts, yet these workers seem to share the same sense of urgency. Possible. They know something of the foreign's plans, and instead of the other. Their underlying motivations worth looking into, wouldn't you say? I agree. The rest of us will do the same. Cast about for useful clues. Right. Useful clues, where are you? Come out. Ooh. Stray Mandragora. I'm good. Keep such things well away from me. Jebkey, what are you doing, my dude? Good old Jebkey, talk to me. Well, there, unexpected visitors. Piece of lip being restricted. How did you make it down here anyway? Came through a hole in the ground. Mine shaft, you say? Well, you're much sturdier soul than I. Under normal circumstances, I reward such an attitude with a guide or two of the fields, but I'm afraid the form has us feeling orderless a mile long. Massive yet detailed requests. Literal wagon loads of crop samples, hardly any time to put them together. When I first heard of this grand reorganization, I assumed we would be shuffling around old stock to make room for the new. Then came the orders for ridiculous quantities of seeds we've already thoroughly researched. Passing strange, eh? I pressured for an explanation, and there was met with a vague assurance that all would be revealed in due course. Not the most satisfying answer. I'm not sorry. May I knock knock? That's not a command. Never mind. Hello, Emmanuel. Yes? You know? Okay. Oh, here we go. It's Rubek Epochen and Overwhelmed Laborer. Man, your parents didn't like you, did they? Do I have ought to be taken down below? More than I can carry, and then some. Most of our stock is sent off via cargo lift. Some has been earmarked for aerial transport. It's a stack of crates atop the hill over there. God's hauling a lot up. Slope was a job and a half. Yes, we get it. You're overworked and underpaid. But what does it mean? The numbers, Mason! What do they mean? Hurried harvester. Harried harvester. What crops are we raising? As you can see, this one is a variety of grape. Only needs a good source of sunlight to grow, and the conditions here are nothing short of perfect, hardly surprising given that it's native to a particular locale in the very place upon the Labyrinthos was modeled, a region in the south of Ilsabard. It boasts remarkable habitat diversity, allowing for myriad flora and fauna to thrive. Chilly peaks in the north give way to swaths of temperate plains, which in turn transmit into hot, humid coastline. Such bountiful territories ever contested, as you might expect. Used to be called Corvus before the Imperials named it Locus Aemionus. Ding 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 ding. That is where Gear Terra is from. Girahera, whatever his name is, the cat boy, who was the Crystal Exarch in the previous expansion. That is where Allagan technology is in potentially large quantities. It's where his clan was, at least, before he came here. Interesting. The forum sought not as a prize, however, but as a researcher's ideal environment, one whose climates we strove to recreate within the confines of Labyrinthos. It's since provided a rich foundation for countless experiments in cultivation. Y'all out here cultivating? Have you reached Earth Magistrate Stage 4 yet? I'm at Stage 5. That was a horrible joke. I choose up. Oh god. I choose around too. Up and around. Oh. Hold on. To the east, you say? Oh, hey, it's that one map. There's the Aether Current. Okay, here we go. Ow. Mega Chad. Do your job, Mega Chad. Thank you. Good Chocobo. Best Chocobo. Mega Chad is the best Chocobo. You cannot persuade me otherwise. That's as creepy a plant. I'm out of here. Good day to you, sir. Whee. Who is that? Oh, it's small rock solid. Labels and the crates tell the story of their contents. Bundles of common seeds, saplings, coveting sheaves of reports.
Hard to look away, isn't it?
Unless, who art thou?
But they're more than pretty flowers. Heart blooms are attuned to ambient emotion.
That's weird. Not gonna lie, that's weird.
You don't seem convinced, but believe me, it's true.
Fascinating, to be sure.
This ashen grey, for instance, it mirrors the anxiety and urgency of those working nearby as they rush to fulfill sudden orders. Intense feelings like those spur the petals to change colour. Bright glowing hues in the presence of joy, dark, subdued shades for frustration or despair. Yet even with the collected wisdom of Charlian at our disposal, we've yet to identify the underlying principle of this empathic effect.
The mood plant.
There are other mysteries besides. Although the flower is extraordinarily long-lived, its low reproductive rate has made it difficult to find younger populations growing in the wild. With too few sightings to map its distribution, and no closely related species to track, we've been unable to pinpoint its land of origin. To further complicate matters, every culture, even dimly aware of its existence, has given it a different name and mythos.
Interesting.
Our attempts to study it via the historical record have been an exercise in frustration. As an avid botanist myself, I should one day like to unravel the Heartbloom's secrets. But I'm afraid other duties must take precedence. I will leave you to your thoughts.
Very well then. These people have no concept of security. None. They'll just talk to anyone.
Have you learned aught of interest?
Oh yeah, these Heartbloom thingies sense our mood. They're a moody little flower.
A flower that reacts to one's feelings? Strange. I must say, I have never heard of such a thing.
Well, it's a thing.
This is all very fascinating. But
Going
as
on
it
with you,
stands,
Cryle?
we failed to gain any significant insight into the forum's undertaking.
Indeed. While there is certainly enough activity to support Erenville's supposition that a priority has been placed on improving food production, unfortunately for our investigation, these workers were never informed as to how their duties serve the master plan.
Of course not.
If only we could interrogate the forum members directly.
There's supposed to be a thunderstorm underneath here.
Isn't that the entrance to the Archaean?
You're gonna steal the Declaration of Archidependence.
Look, there. I think that's Erenville.
A little difficult to tell from here, but I think you're right. He did say he was coming down to make his report.
Erenville receives his orders from the Forum. Would it not follow, then, that the superior to whom he reports is a Forum member, or at least a close associate?
Hey, you guys are just stalking people.
What of the risks?
What risks? You're not supposed to be here in the first place.
Ours alone to bear. We won't interfere with Erenville's work, nor will he be implicated as an accomplice.
In fact, I've already forgotten his name.
If you're not comfortable taking part, I can do this alone.
Nay. I said myself that I wished to know Father's intentions. And no answers will be forthcoming should we simply ask nicely.
Father, what are your intentions?
We can apologize later, should it come to it. Right now, we need every crumb of information we can get our hands on. Consequences be damned.
Crumb. Yes, no consequences. No, no, no.
It might be best if you came along as well. In fact, we should all...
Oh. And Kryle's gone.
Cryle?
Oh, yes. That certainly sounds like a plan.
I'm glad you agree.
Quickly. Erenville is on the move. We need to get closer before we lose him.
Almost. I can almost reach you.
Me too. This is really weird. I will blow up the flowers. I'm still feeling well? Seems so distracted. Down here, but keep moving. 2, we cannot let our quarry slip away. Nope. Bill is headed westward along the path outside the Archeon. Come, we must catch him. Right. Let's catch him. Where's he gone? One moment, I have an idea. Research the colossal wall-like structure is Logisticon Beta, one of the Labyrinthos climate control centers. Should have its own lifts, which could access the upper or lower tiers. If we were an agent, it would make for an inconvenient meetings. Convenient meetings. But even if we happen to find Erenville in the company of the said agent, cannot expect them to reveal issues of importance as we nonchalantly stroll past. Today we shall have to remain undetected. Gerard and his banish spell were here. There are other ways of turning invisible. Hippity hoppity, my little toads. My goodness. Accustomed to transfiguration? We're not, for we're off with the passage of time. Just you and your green companion hop along and catch up with Erenville. Should you feel the magic's fading, return to me and I will refresh the enchantment. What am I to do in the meantime? Here with me, in current state of mind, you would be as likely to leap into the jaws of a predator as what you would learn from that note. Die, Cryo. Reminds me, where the creatures hereabouts, in that form you are essentially defenseless. You change into a toad, you must remain transfigured in order to progress with quest objectives. Okay. I could have just turned into a ninja instead. Ribbit, ribbit. Alpha Toad and Alley Toad are now accompanying you. Keep them at your side in order to proceed with the quest objectives. Oh my gosh. Seriously. Alfie. I wish it actually said Alpha Toad and Alley Toad. This is very interesting. Hey, we got Mega Chat if anything tried to slide up on us. Unleash the true power of our chocobo. Okay. Getting close, toadies. Almost there. And here we go. My goodness. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Toad turns to face the north. Perhaps she's suggesting you cross the bridge. Okay. Right. Going on there. So just follow the path up. Up we go. There it is. Oof. How do I get in there? Just walk in? I did it! Never mind us toads. We're just hanging out. Squad. Oh my gosh.
I trust you will find your compensation to be more than satisfactory. We wish to make clear that we are pleased with the efficiency and thoroughness of your work.
Oh, I thought I was going to keep
So
going.
much so that we have come
Sorry.
bearing new tasks in need of your competent hand.
Oh, snap. More stuff for him to do.
Another lengthy list.
Really?
If I may speak frankly, the Gleaners have been pushed to the point of collapse by your unending demands. We are not familiars to be exploited. We are Charlian scholars, and we deserve an explanation for this unseemly treatment. What warrants such urgency?
In an age long past, Charlian was charged with a momentous duty. And now that word of the final days hangs heavy in the air, the time has come for us to fulfill that charge. I can say no more, but I promise you this. All will be revealed in due course.
Momentous
And when it
duty.
has, you will understand that your toil was in service to the greatest good.
Ooh, that's heavy-handed. Not the greater good, the greatest good.
Then I will do your bidding. For now. But unless you wish the Gleaners to rise up in protest, I advise you to offer tangible improvements for our working conditions. Your promised revelation does nothing to address present circumstances.
A fair point. Your concerns will be conveyed to the Forum.
I hope that was informative. You may consider my debt to you repaid in full. While I do have my reservations about the Forum, I want to believe that they have our best interests at heart. Which is why I'm reassured that you're busy sniffing out the truth of things. We can ill afford to place all our eggs in one basket, this master plan of theirs, without first understanding the risks involved.
Wait! How did you know it was us?
If you mean to impersonate a toad, try studying the real thing. And don't try to fool an expert.
Got a point, lads. Don't try to fool an expert. Elena's been called to action. Okay. I will be live again soon. But for right now, I do believe I'm going to call it there. Please let me know in the comments down below if you prefer longer episodes or shorter episodes. I'm doing 2 today, 1 long and 1 short, just to see how they do and what's going on. This is as much a journey for my own benefit, learning all the technologies and having fun making the content, as it is for entertaining anyone who wants to watch it. So I appreciate any views. Please drop a like on the video, leave me a comment, and most importantly, leave that subscription. It is free, costs you nothing, and if you want to see more of this content in the future, go ahead and ring the bell or whatever else I decide to create, because it's not just going to be streams. I'm going to do some reviews and some interesting things in the future as well. So, if you're watching this somewhere else other than YouTube, please, I encourage you, come over to the YouTube Indescribable Industries. Looks like a galaxy scape with a couple of lowercase i's crossed over it. That's us. And you'll see my face there anyway. So, I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye now.